Hey everyone, thanks again for joining me on my weekly wellness program. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning or to have you with me. My name is Jerry Baker. I am a wellness and nutrition coach and consultant. And every week I have a wellness program, which I welcome you to today to talk about. This morning, I'm going to talk about last week's program where we formed a broadcast where we looked at wellness from the standpoint of mindset. And so, if you didn't get a chance to watch that, I want to summarize a lot of the information from that program. So we just do a short video, and I'll give you a link to look at the replay of that video if you would like. So I'm going to share some slides right now, and we'll go right to today's program, which is my weekly wellness discovery show. Of course, today is the 21st of August, 2024. So welcome to this week's show. The best way to ensure you have a life of lasting vitality and well-being is to get educated on the natural way to health. And that takes time. I mean, we're all busy and we get a lot of information from doctors on things you can do if you get sick. My focus is just to help you to learn how to be well and to avoid the natural healthcare means. I was a member of the healthcare firm, or I'm sorry, the healthcare system for 40 some years. And again, the focus is on treating disease, very important. Focus on identifying disease and then prescribing drugs to help to at least relieve the symptoms. I like to go a different way by educating people on natural ways to health, so you don't have to take chemicals that you'll get in while you're going through the natural healthcare system. So my mission is to empower people to move from finding cures to prevention. So I'm here to help you improve your health by living in harmony with nature, empowering you to live your best life. Basically, nature holds the good secrets to good health, and we use science to unlock those secrets. So in today's show, like I say, primary focus just to talk about the last week's Mental Shifts to Transform Your Health broadcast. And I'll just share four key takeaways in a brief video from the presenter. So it was truly inspiring a session. If you missed it, it was packed with a lot of wisdom on how mental shifts can help lead to powerful transformations in your life. And just to note that I will post a link to the replay on the last slide if you want to go back and look at that again or for the first time. So here are my four takeaways from Denny's wellness story. Her breaking point is number one. She experienced her own issue of being overweight and the pain of bullying she endured. Sadly, that still goes on today, maybe among younger people, but sometimes with older people as well. The turning point came when she realized that her mindset was the key to breaking free from her struggles. Let's listen to what she had.
I grew up facing health and weight challenges. I was overweight, and my mom didn't have the information that now we have. She thought that the more I ate, it was better for me. Or even right now as an adult, like I'm here and she wants to feed me. In her mind, like the more you eat, the more healthy you are. So I grew up as a chubby girl, and I was victim of bullying. I struggled a lot. I had low esteem. I also like struggle with social depressions and body image that gave me anxiety and vulnerability. Like at that point, I believe we didn't have phones. I'm from the 80s, but like music videos, I will see Britney Spears with this super flat body and I will compare myself and I will start struggling with my body. Like I wanted to look to other. Social media now is like very popular in our kids, in our teenagers. Even as an adult, we get bombarded with these ideas of health. And this impacted on my mental health and developed eating disorders. So unfortunately, with my eating disorders, I was very obsessive by controlling my food intake. And I will include restriction and induced vomiting. It's very like weird because now I'm at my parents' house and I'm explaining this and remembering this. Is like I will like be so hard on myself. Like I will like if I will eat something, I will like even go to the mirror and like start giving myself this awful talk. Like, what did you do? Why did you eat this? Why like you are very weak. Like you cannot like eat healthy. Like why do you overeat? So it's this, I was bombarding this on myself and nobody else was telling me. It was myself that was lowering my self-esteem. And for that, I even exercise. Like here, my room was in the other room, and I will eat and I will come and over exercise. It was like 10 p.m. and I was here like punishing myself, like you ate this. It was like a war in my head. It was very, very bad. I also dance ballet at that point. I actually dance ballet now. And I was losing weight, and nobody like noticed. Like nobody had an idea that I was going through that. My parents thought that as a teenager I was growing up, I was losing weight, and the ballet was helping me, but nobody had idea I had that war in my mind. So it's very important to be aware of what you are telling yourself. And a fortunate thing that I happened. I had support, but before that, I had a very bad crisis. I suffered of severe physical collapse and temporary blindness. So I was upstairs in my parents' living dining room. I was sitting at the table, and I was doing this crazy stuff. I was vomiting. I was barely eating, and I fainted. So I remember telling my mother, "Mom, I'm gonna faint," because you feel that you have that feeling. I fainted. When they woke me up, I opened my eyes and I couldn't see. I was so scared. I was telling my parents, I cannot see, I cannot see. I was crying. And it felt so long that I don't know if it was 30 seconds, 1 minute, my sight came back. So I was so my parents' face, they were crying, they were scared. And I think it was a sign of God, like, Danny, stop doing that. Don't do this to yourself. Stop harming yourself. You're harming your family. So it was a moment of introspections. I apologized to my parents, and I commit to myself to end this destructive behavior, because it was like, it was no life. I was just harming my body, my organs, my brain, and I had no idea. I just had this prototype in my mind to be skinny, right? But fortunately, I had a very good support from my friends and family. Literally, my high school friends like were making sure I was bringing food at school. They will bring food from their houses. My family will take care of me. And I also had to work on myself. I had to change my self-talk. Before I would look at in the mirror and I would say, oh my gosh, you're so fat. Oh my gosh. But now I had to change and say, yes, Danny, you can do this. You can start little by little. You're beautiful. You had to change that mindset, because if you don't do it, who else? Your friends and family can do it. Like my friends and family told me, you're not fat, but if you don't take care of yourself, who else is going to do it? So you had to start talking to yourself very kindly and with self-compassion.
Oh, that's just a portion of the presentation that she did last week. So again, there's a link at the end of the presentation if you want to pull that up and watch the whole thing. So a significant takeaway was the importance of mindset in achieving any goal. Denny emphasized that by changing the way we think about our challenges, we can transform our reality. So whether it's shifting from I can't to I can, or focusing on possibilities rather than obstacles mindset is the foundation of success. We'll always have the obstacles. We can choose not to focus on those, but to focus on possibilities. So how can you use your challenges to build resistance? She talked about using obstacles as opportunities to build resistance. So stop looking at them as obstacles, but just more so as opportunities. And think and pray, if you're a praying person, about how you can change that obstacle into an opportunity. So rather than seeing setbacks as failures, Denny encouraged us to view them as lessons that make us stronger and more determined to reach our goals. Again, fourth, the role of self-love, and she mentioned that towards the end of the presentation that we covered a little earlier. She highlighted the critical role of self-love and compassion in this journey. So embracing who you are today while working toward who you want to become is key to lasting change. So I hope those insights inspire you as much as they did us. So just something to think about today is, what's one mental shift that you can make today to improve your well-being? So again, I've posted a link to the replay on the last slide, but you can also go to my Wellness Center and you can find it there. If you're not subscribed yet, you can create a free account in my Wellness Center and unlock access to trusted resources, interviews, videos, and webinars and that sort of thing. Again, the link in the wellness to my Wellness Center is on the last slide. Just a couple of the things you can find there. Here's some articles that you might be interested in. 6 essential summer must-haves, 3 sports products I swear by, and 3 reasons a sports drink is a must on a hot day. Then finally, mark your calendars for an upcoming wellness webcast on Wednesday, September 18th at 8 p.m. I don't have the link for that yet, but we'll be posting that probably next week or the week after. But Dr. Bruce Daggy is going to talk about the telomere story. So what is a telomere? Well, I don't want to give it away, but I'll tell you, the telomere is like, if you remember shoelaces that had the little plastic caps on them, telomeres are like these caps on the ends of your chromosomes, and they help to keep your chromosomes intact and from unraveling. If they do unravel a little bit, it can lead to mutations that can lead to disease. So he's going to talk about the telomere story and basically what you can do to lengthen your telomeres as you age, so that you're not being exposed to diseases because of your chromosomes unraveling to a certain extent. It's a very fascinating topic, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week on our next event. So here's to your family's good health. And then here are the links that I promised. If you want to go to my Wellness Center, here's the link for that, wellness.fitforlifellc.com. Here's a link to the replay of the mental shifts to transform your health with Denny. I'll leave this up for a minute if you want to take a picture, or you can always come back and look at the video again and just fast forward to the last page. And then here's a link to my wellness Facebook page. I have a Facebook page called Discover Wellness with Jerry. And on that page, I post every workday, or every day of the week, if you will, I post just something about wellness that I think you'll find helpful. So again, take a picture if you will, and let me just stop my screen share. And that completes my wellness show for today. So I hope you enjoyed that. You learned some things. And again, I do this every Wednesday, so I'll be looking for it. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is where you'll find this, please do so. You can always go back and look at some of the previous wellness shows that I've done as well. Anyhow, thanks for listening, and hope you have a good and healthy day. Goodbye.